I bought these wireless earbuds for only $5, and in this video we're going to be seeing if they're actually any good. I'm going to be testing their physical design, features, controls, connectivity, sound quality, comfort and battery life, and lastly I'll be testing the inbuilt microphone quality. In the end, I'll also be covering the pros and cons of the earphones, so you'll have an easier time deciding if you should buy them or not. With that being said, let's jump into the video. Now, first impressions, these earphones are quite big. The small form factor isn't there, so if you're looking for that, maybe go check out some other earphones, but I will say the actual quality is not that bad. To access the earbuds, you'll have to slide the top back. Inside you'll find your earbuds. I would like to have seen a stronger magnet to hold them in place, because it does feel like they'll fall out very easily. In front you'll find a very good looking display that shows the battery life of the case, as well as each individual earbud. There are also some motivational words at the front: be loud, be proud. Moving on to the side, we have a USB-C port for charging the case, and on the other side you'll find a USB port which you can use to charge your phone or maybe some other earphones. Moving on to the earbuds, they have a nice small form factor. They do feel kind of cheap and light, but that might actually be a good thing when you're wearing them on an everyday basis. They also have IPX4 water resistance, which is very useful for when you're working out, so sweat doesn't destroy the earbuds. The earbuds do feature touch controls, which in my personal opinion I would prefer seeing physical buttons, but that is my personal preference. Now let's move on to the actual controls. For music, you can one tap to stop or start the song. You can long press on the left earbud to skip a song. You can long press on the right earbud to go to the previous song. In terms of calls, you can tap once to accept a call or tap and hold to reject a call. Other controls are free taps to bring up the AI assistant and 5-second long press to disconnect the earbuds. I will say the controls don't work all that well. When you have to tap or hold them, they do get confused and don't work properly. There were also some controls like lowering or increasing the volume, which I just didn't find. If you find these controls don't work for your specific pair, it is possible that your version has a slightly different configuration than mine. If that's the case, you will have to experiment with your controls, but the basic ones should be the same. Alright, so for connectivity, the earbuds do have Bluetooth 5.3 and also feature one-step pairing. So when you first take them out of the case, they should automatically pair with your phone. This feature is very simple but very user-friendly and very handy. Even though sound can be subjective, I did try to rate these as objectively as possible. I tested these by listening to a variety of different songs. In the end, I do have to say that they performed much better than I expected. They produce clear audio and also have good levels of loudness. Given the price, I would say these are very good if you want to use them on a day-to-day basis. But if you plan to use them on a day-to-day basis, the comfort is also very important. The earbuds are small, compact and light, making them great for long listening sessions. I personally did use them in the gym and I did find them very comfortable. You also get some extra silicone ear tips, which you can use to get the best fit possible. Battery life is of course very important when it comes to wireless earphones. In this category, the M90s stand out because they have a 1200 mAh battery, which you can use to charge your earbuds over 24 times. That's very impressive. The earbuds themselves can also last up to 4 hours on a single charge. It's also good to mention that the earphones have USB-C charging for the case, but you will have to use the USB port to charge any other device from these earphones. Now let's get into testing the inbuilt microphone on these earbuds. Alright, now I'm testing the inbuilt microphone on the M90s. I'm currently in a quiet environment, so you can hear how good the audio is. Alright, now I'm talking with some background noise. Hopefully you can't hear it that much. Testing 1, 2, 3. Did it sound any good? Tell me down in the comments. As you heard, the microphone is not the best, but given the price, I couldn't really expect much from these earphones. Now let's get into the pros and cons of these earphones. Starting off with the cons, the earbuds are big and hard to fit in your pockets. The build quality is not that good, but that is expected given their price. The touch controls are also hit or miss when it comes to commands. Moving on to the pros, they produce good sound quality, they don't cost a lot of money, the battery life is amazing, it also has a battery bank for charging your other devices, they feature IPX4 water resistance and are easy to connect. In conclusion, I would definitely recommend these earbuds to have as a backup or for everyday use, given the fact they only cost $5 and are actually pretty good. But I can't say the same thing for some other earphones I reviewed in this video. If you want to see that, click here. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.